Hello, dear friends and masters. I'm with Daniela and with the little Pearl at Merlin's Ark Studios. This place is a place open, out of the human worlds, out of the energy of the mass consciousness. This is the introduction session. Merlin asked for today to record other two sessions, but first they want to have a clear choice from each and every one of you. They give me this honor to speak in their name. Anyhow, I'm their speakers, their spokesmen when they are recording the sessions. But now it is about me to speak to you in order to bring some clarity. Merlin's Ark is the group of the Merlins from the past. It is not a Shaumbra group. And I shall repeat, Merlin's Ark is a group of the Merlin from the past. It is not a Shaumbra group. Me and Daniela, you also, we have Shaumbra and the teachings of Crimson Circle like a background. It is our past and also our present. Maybe many of you wonder what is happening with this group. This group is under the big umbrella of Crimson Circle. There are not conflicts or strange energies between Merlin's Ark and Crimson Circle. But in Crimson Circle were a lot of Merlin's events, including 3 workshops here in Sibiu. Me and Daniela, we were present at all of these workshops and also at the year meetings of Merlin. Adamus adapt the Merlin energy to Shaumbra in all of these events. The only moment when Geoffrey Hopi channeled the old group of Merlins was at the end of emergency series in one single Merab of Merlin. It is the only authentic Merlin energy in the entire Crimson Circle until we opened this Merlin's Ark. You have just one spot in Crimson Circle about what is this energy which is here on the Merlin Ark. Just one spot. We are friends. We are much more than friends. We are somehow on a road of developing consciousness on Earth. But we are not the same being. For us, for me and Daniela, this role, it is like a completion of the soul destiny. Me, Christian, I published my book, My Life from the Birth to Realization, 1.5 years ago. Yes, that stuff my realization is done. And in the same time, this stuff of realization continue to grow, to develop, to bring light, to bring much more clarity day by day, also for the human part of my being. Now, concerning the Merlin energy, you are so, I can say, childish. I wonder myself from where you have this mentality. You consider yourself the bellico del mondo, but you are not. These are the facts, these are the energies, this is the present. Adamus created a way for Shaumbra, for Crimson Circle, to adapt slowly also to the Merlin energy. But please don't make the confusion. Is one thing what Adamus prepared Shaumbra for, and other thing is the rude Merlin's energies. Like I said, Merlin is not a teacher. The Merlin energy never was in groups on this planet. It is the first experimental group concerning this energy. In the past, I can tell you few things, few stories, because they spoke with me a lot. There was only one Merlin one time for the entire planet. Only one. Another Merlin was formed by living near this Merlin maybe 20 years. But was also one student, one master, one student. They go very deep in what we call magic or magical ways in working with our energies. And they assume a lot of responsibilities. Like Shaumbra, like illuminators in the benching series. It is one stuff, because this is about to illuminate the potentials for people and for mass consciousness. In Merlin energy, it is about all the forms of life and consciousness which exist on Gaia, including the Gaia herself. It is much more. Now, it is very important for you to have a clear choice. In order to have a clear choice, it is good to breathe with you, to take few days off for you, including to continue benching first for you and then for others. At some point, you will have a very clear answer from your soul. If this energy, if this group is for you, and if it is a part of your soul destiny. We cannot play with this energy. Me, Christian, personal, I like to play. I like to play a lot. But even for myself and for none of us, there is no place for childish games in energy. Indeed, we can joke together, we can be friends, we can really enjoy the life as never before. But when we work with Merlins, with the Merlins from the past, with their recordings and with their group, because Merlin's Ark is their group, is not my personal group, Cristian Albeanu and Daniela Gavan group. No. They want first from this group to establish some standards. They are not interested in quantity of people before the standards are established. First, we must establish the standards. This is their way. There are a lot of Shaumbra groups. But, as I said, Merlin's Ark is not a Shaumbra group. Because you are a Shaumbra and you have a background, you have more chances to adapt to this Merlin's energy. But without the real call from your soul, and if this is not the destiny of your soul, it is not necessary to insist on this group. You are free. This group, first, after will be established these standards. Standards are not rules. Standards means intensity in energy. Means clarity, crystal clarity. And open hearts. It is not complicated because it is not about the mind, but it is very intense. It is very deep, like energy. Now, this cleansing is absolute necessary. The Merlin's group from the past choose to start with the Merlin's Ark because they considered there are enough people on earth right now capable to assume and to go together with them. That this not means is for all Shaumbra. No, maybe 10%, maybe less. But for they, it is very important to keep the standard. If from 20,000 Shaumbra will be 500 Merlins, but real Merlins on earth, this means huge. Because they will not allow you to just be in a theoretical way a Merlin, or to have a philosophy, or to have just a fun with this term. What can I say you? When I record the channel with Joshua under the stream of Merlin energy, my thieves, my legs were for 10 days on fire. Very, very tough energies. Very tough. Maybe because of that shocking point, which was a very shocking point for myself, me, my old self, with a Shaumbra consciousness like you. A lot of things happened in my body, in my mind, in my life, and they will continue to happen. Like, in order to make an association, consider Merlin's arc similar with your dragon. You cannot negotiate with your dragon. You cannot make pacts. When the dragon enters, clear everything. Every drop of garbage, every drop of shadow. To establish what it is this Merlin's arc like standard, they assure you, and all of us, will be not shadows on this group. Even one. If you consider that this total light, in a total clarity, in a total transparency is for you, you are welcome to stay. If you consider that you still need to play games of the human ego, to play this I am Merlin, I am master, I am the Bellico del Mondo, you are also welcome to leave this group. Because where we go together with the old Merlins from the past, there is no place for this. And you now have a life. If we go deeper in these Merlin transmissions and open us to other dimensions, will be very interesting, because your life will become a big mess. Like you are now is like the kindergarten of the masters, like the kindergarten of the Merlins. None of us, including me and Daniela, we cannot consider to be right now a Merlin on Earth. Like a simple statement, maybe all together, all of this together, all 270 which are on this group, maybe all together we are at 10% from one of the Merlins from the past. All together. Merlin's group came with a huge program in front of us. As long as we play games, as long as we just play in the human ego area, trying to figure out or to control this energy, we have no chance. From my personal point of view, all the energies which are present on the arc pass through my energy and Daniela energy. We are aware that these energies are not ours, but in the same time is a noise. There are a lot of toxins, there are a lot of makyo, and it is not necessary to be so. Because our role here is to provide clear recordings from the Merlin's group from the past, in order to be able to have this clarity. This clarity is addressed also to a clear group, to a very clear group. As I said, the standards first, the numbers of members secondary. Imagine you are with your dragon. In the next sessions, Merlins will invite your dragons to be present. This introduction, we shall post it very soon, but the material maybe after 1 week, maybe after 10 days. Only after you will make a very clear choice for yourself, but not from the mind, from your soul destiny. Like an organizatoric point, the Merlin Arc will start to develop in a grandiose way. Will be a country manager for each country, and I explain here what is a country manager. A country manager first is a Merlin. Is a being which is capable to ground the Merlin energy in his or her land. It is an open heart, it is an open soul, and his commitment with this road, with this new road. The other stuff, to have a group to translate these sessions in the language, to have few friends in that group, it is the human stuff. I'm sure that with the human stuff anyone can deal. But the main thing is the ability to keep the crystal clear energies of Merlin. There are around 20 people. We worked nearby with 5 or 6 from this group. I am amazed. Yesterday evening I asked to Tom Lemot to make together an experiment. I told him that we shall record today. And if he can create a music in the moment. The theme of these recordings today initially was called The Bridges. We shall keep this name, but in the same time Merlin came last night with another thing. Will be the first session when we shall stop the time. It is an experience which never done on earth in a group. The Merlins from the past experienced this potential in their history and in their lives, like Merlins. And in order to bring experience at these levels, it is about the dragon energy, the crystal clear energies. So, once again, please make a choice. An honest choice with yourself have much more value if you want to give to us 1,000 euro per month, each and every one of you. It is not about money. This type of energy cannot be sell or buy. As I said, the only qualia you can have is with your dragon. Okay, we started to work with 5-6 people much closer. And Merlins in the same time came with a structure. There are around 14 country managers in this moment. I shall publish the list on the Merlin's Arc Facebook group which accepted their role. Claudia Abral have a special role in all of this. She will be the manager for expanded Merlin Arc energy. Indeed, she will work with all of these country managers, but also deep somewhere, she will discover there are potentials which will grow and will bring this group to other levels. The second, or not the second, there is not hierarchy. There is not hierarchy in the group. Tom Lemo will be the musician of the group. He will work close with us and with the Merlins. Merlins want to have our original music on this group, which is adapted to the transmissions and to their energy. So, Tom Lemo also have a big role. We created, indeed, another special role, which is called the counselor for the connection with the magic universe. Counselor for the connection with the magic universe. Her name is Hortensia Stuparu. She will help you to be aware of your connections with your fairy, with your unicorn, with your gnomes, dragons, and a lot of the stuff from the magical universe. She have special qualities, and believe me, there is not another job or post on this planet with this name. Merlin Sark and Merlins from the past and all of us, we are also involved in reopen the magic universe. And this is a practical thing. It is not just some fantasy. Imagine this opening and bring into the human awareness of the magical universe. This means to bring in the consciousness of Earth billions and billions of magical beings which have these forms: fairies, elves, gnomes, unicorns. This is one of the important task, maybe it is not a good word, but is a natural responsibility for a Merlin, for a modern Merlin embodied on Earth. An entire universe, open an entire universe. I spoke yesterday with Tom Lemot and we wondered, and also with Daniela we wondered, after the journey to the center of the earth, we really realized what was done there. How many gifts, how much awareness brought that journey in our lives. And also how much responsibility in a way. To be able to have the gift to go in front of a storm and just breathe and bring the energies into balance, or to in front of a fire in the woods. Indeed, without agenda, but being present with your awareness and your breathing. Those which were with us in that journey already have these gifts. Please be aware of these gifts. Indeed, the human part still needs a time to adapt. Because this group, the Merlin's Ark, will change a lot your mentality like Shaumbra. A lot, like never before. And it is not any sorrow in this, or not any sadness. If it is not for you, it is okay to leave. The work with Merlin is not difficult, but can become difficult because of the human mind, because of the human patterns. If these are more important for you than to become a true Merlin on earth, it is not any problem. Because for those which will leave this group, when you go, you leave the place for a true being. When we established the energetical standards of this group, and here there are no rules for the mind, but there are energetical standards. This group will start to grow, will attract the proper people, because the resonance and the emission of this group will be proper. There are still many potentials Merlins, big hearts and open souls, which still are not on this group. They are waiting first for cleansing, for clarity. Okay, another thing in organization. Marc-René Geyser will help us with the construction of a website. And here on this website we shall have an intranet and also a place where all the materials will be very clear, deposited in one place. Each and every one of you will have an account and a password. And this will be much more safety than a Facebook group. We shall continue to keep the Facebook group, but it is time to become much more professional in our activity, because the situation on the planet is not wait for us. These big changes with a very high speed, exactly how was said in the last shout, we must have our house in order, and with a very clear energy in what we are doing. Also, Marc-René will be the master of ceremonies for meetings. And here we shall see how we can give to these meetings a bigger openness. On these meetings can be concert of musics, can be share of stories, can be share of projects, and can be a real social life. how we are right now. The theaters are closed, the cinemas as well, the bars or the restaurants function at a low capacity. Maybe not all over the world, but will be closer. The looks, the real looks to have a social life, it is about to create it on this group for us. First for us, to have this possibility to be a social being, to have friends, to enjoy together, to create together. And this is also a big stuff. Margaret Geiser, indeed, special guy. Also, in this organizational structure, we bring Anne-Marie Bass. Anne-Marie Bass will be the manager for team building. She has a huge task, and I'm very glad that she said yes to transform this group in a team. This will be about her imaginations, her methods, including us, me and Daniela, when she will say to us, must do that thing in order to continue to construct the team of this group, we shall do that. She have special skills for this thing, and please encourage her. If she will disturb you and she will come with maybe strange proposal, but be sure it will be effective. This is the main stuff, and also the country managers, and already started few members from the group to translate in different languages like Mari Hostad, like soon we shall have the translations also in Romanian. Indeed, it's strange, but it is better to have also this. And I hope in many languages as well. Like Merlins of your country, like country managers, do not expect at big groups, because Merlin energy is not for so many. Maybe these groups will be 20, 25, 30 people. But to form this group will bring huge shifts in energy of your land, huge possibilities to bring the balance in the environment and in all the life and consciousness form from that land, and in a very authentic way, because when somebody is native from that land, automatically having his energy structures all the details, all the flavors, all the taste of that culture. It is not about to do much, not at all. And to be clear, me and Daniela, we also benching. The benching is the basement, and it is very important. But where we go with this special and esteemed group means also to ground it, the Merlin energy, to have a human life, but a human life when the human is not separated from the Merlin like before. You are Merlin, you are human, you are master, you are dragon, all together. And this is not a boring life, I assure you. in order to compensate the energy, I want to be very clear with this thing. To compensate energy, you not compensate energy to the Merlin arc, because it is precious. There is not way to compensate such type of energy. Exactly how in Crimson Circle is not a way to compensate the grace and the deep wisdoms of Adamus, Tobias, Kutumi, and of the others masters. You cannot compensate the energy of masters and Merlins. You compensate just only your energy. Because when you receive a gift or an amount of energy, this creates an imbalance in your life if you not give something back. And the way is to give back for sure for the source where you received this gift. But to give back not means money. Be creative. Be creative. Create a poem. Create a music composition. Create a graphics. Put your heart and stay with your heart open in order to be able to really receive the gifts which appeared in these sessions with Merlins. Otherwise, because this is not an energy for the mind, you very soon forget about this and you just in the role of a spectator. It is very important to understand this, very important for you, for your life. I have my massage parlor. Daniela is a school teacher, a sport teacher. Also I give consultancy in geology because my background is like geologist. So it is not about our personal life. It is about a commitment and a passion to really be able to construct a platform for this Merlin energy, for the Merlin's energy from the past. Merlins give to you a strategy. They request like this: 10 euros per session in a term of a month, 30 days. But not before to give you the sessions, like on the market, like in commerce, like the human generally is know the ways and consider that that ways are the only ways for an energy exchange. Not before, after you received the gift, 30 days. Because when you received a gift and when you embodied it, in 30 days, the changes in your life will be much more than clear. Please, it is not time to play here games. Like Shaumbra with the background, all of you paid for all the crimson materials before. And not like a response from your soul or from your awareness. You paid very clear amounts. And big amounts. So, please do not play this game. I participate with my light. It's childish. You can pay your light, your rent, your food, your gas, This is the human part. The light, your divine light, have another role than to pay you all of this. And because the Merlin's arc structure, it is, or platform, it is about also to be physical and to go forth in service of this planet. Please be very careful with these energies. Also, Merlins provide you the way to take these materials, to have your website, to have your groups, to share this to the world, and also ask for compensations. Somehow they give to you a solution, not to take money from your pocket, but to have you in your pocket some extra money from which you can support the energy of the Merlin's arc, which now it is into a big state of construction, organization, and also cleansing. All of these energies go together: cleansing, organization, and building. So, please do not be a spectator. It is very important, first, because we are here, first, make a clear choice with your soul concerning this group. And do not be in such a hurry. Allow yourself to go deep and to ask if this is for your soul destiny and if this is for your life. We remain friends. For me and Daniela, always will be an honor that you participate in this group, even for 2 months. But the way of these energies and of what we are called here to do, all of us, is exactly how I said. Is like to be with your dragon. You cannot negotiate with your dragon. The dragon can have the most gentleness and very much love for you, because the dragon is the real friend of you. Dragon never play a game with you, and because the dragon love you and honor you much more than you are capable to do for yourself, they are total clear and make this cleansing in your life, bring the best clarity. So, dear friends, it is what it is. You have our friendship, you have our blessings, you have our love. And these are not just simple words, are energies. I hope that in this introduction I was clear enough. And believe me, it is not a thing that I spoke from my human part. No. But it is a thing which is very necessary in order to go forth, in order to really create and to enjoy the magic on earth, to play with our energy in magical ways like never we were aware before. So, big hugs from us, from me and Daniela, and from the Little Pearl. We shall post this session soon. And I trust in you, because I trust in myself. Remember this. I trust in you because I trust in myself. Blessings, hugs, and much love.